doubt ourselves. Often, we try to give up. And many of us are already giving up in terms of becoming depressed, in terms of silently leaving, in terms of giving into suicidal thoughts. But what I'm here to share today is that we should be the light in the darkness. We are to be the ones who guide the people. We are leaders who show what effort really is. Because truth is, effort is still there. We do not give up. And this is not just for the students here today, but also for the parents. Let's begin. I would like to share a reference. It's a book from Angela Duckworth, a book which is called Grit, The Power of Passion and Perseverance. It is a report that shows that the most common aspect, the quality that brings out the most in successful people is grit. Now, what exactly is grit? Well, grit is the ability to persevere. It's the ability to keep trying even after failure, even after seeing no progress. And so I share with you today, shaping life by showing up. Before we begin, I would like to share one thing. What is effort? Well, effort to me is putting in work on anything, whether it be eating, showering, working, or even waking up. Effort is needed in all of these things. But there's a difference between what I'm talking about right now and what I will be talking about today. Consistent effort is different from effort because consistent effort is to grow in small increments, to grow little by little, both internally and externally, every single day. And to do that, we must first understand why consistent effort is so important. Let us consider the concept of a painter and a canvas. As a painter, you are to fill out that canvas. By adding each stroke, you are one step closer to your masterpiece. Now, what do I mean by this? You are the painters. You have a masterpiece to create, and that is your own life. With every action that you take, that is one stroke onto your canvas. And so, to make a consistent effort is to paint every day. To make sure that by the end of it, that canvas is filled up with beautiful colors. Now, some of you may be wondering, consistent effort is important, but what about those with talent or motivation? To have talent or motivation is indeed a good thing, but it only gives a head start. Because truth is, life is not a race, it's a marathon. And if talent or motivation can only give you a head start, how will you make it to the end with just that? Let's be real. You need grit. You need consistency. Because if you do not try every day, then you're not making progress. And so, I want to bring up the Haryanto tortoise. I believe everyone in this room and everyone who's watching, they know what it means about the Haryanto tortoise. It's a childhood story, and I'm pretty sure everyone's heard it at least once. But what does it mean in this context? Well, let me reiterate. The hare, of course, has a head start in comparison to the tortoise, which is unfathomably slow. But the hare gets tired, and so resting under a tree goes into a deep slumber. But the tortoise, which represents consistency and consistent effort, pushes through it all, despite failing to catch up to the hare in the first place, because of talent or motivation running out at that moment. The tortoise goes past the hare and wins the race. Now, in the same way, talent and motivation can only get you so far. So consistency is what we really need. Regardless of what pacing you have, taking one step every single day alone is enough. Even in the smallest things, even pushing through failure, effort is an absolute must. Because effort, in fact, is a currency. Think of it. Effort is infinite. We do not run out of it. It depends on how much we want to use it. And so, if effort is like an infinite bank account, and the more you use it, the more you gain from it. It's like an investment. Why not use it? Why not put in more effort than you have ever done before to gain the most out of it? Let me create an example. This is for students. Let's say you have a test that's coming up, and you don't feel like studying, you don't want to work, so fine. You put the bare minimum. No effort, just the bare minimum. But guess what? That only gets you a pass. But in truth, let's say you put in the actual effort. You try to study. You do active recall. You actually learn from it. And so, you'll actually see results. In the same way, this is for the parents here today. Let's say you have a relationship, or you have work to do. Even putting in a little bit more of effort can make a difference. Because results show. They won't show immediately, but they certainly do in the long run. And so, even in failure, trust me, do not give up. Because even in failure, you still gain something. We all gain something from personal experience, from what we do in our daily lives. You can learn from it. You can reflect on it. And so there really isn't any loss from putting in more effort. Sure, you might be disappointed, but it opens opportunities to grow. And that is what really matters. Now, how do we apply this exactly? Because, sure, you can know about consistent effort, but without using it, there won't be any change. So here is my advice. Think of your daily life and your actions in a more optimistic and persistent light. Because if you do so, then you'll see your failures and your successes as a step towards success. You'll see your life not as how you see it now, not as a boring cycle, but as a way to grow, as a way to gain, as a way to paint your canvas. And remember, please remember, do not give up. Do not give up. Keep trying. Keep pushing. Because you hold the canvas. You hold the brush. And you have effort at your disposal. But most of all, remember that life is a marathon. So why give up when it hasn't ended? You dictate when the race ends. You dictate when the marathon ends. Only you can choose when your life is complete. Only you can choose when you have fulfilled your purpose. And even then, you can still go beyond that. You can go beyond the finish line. But really, it is up to you. And so, I leave you with all this, and I thank you for listening to my speech. Thank you.